Hello, this is Brian at BTR, and today I want to talk about lifters and lifter trays. So lifters are one of the most failure-prone parts in a LS/LT engine. They're the weakest link in the chain when you look at the the entire valve train, from the camshaft lifter pushrod rocker all the way to the valve and valve springs. So them being the weakest link in the chain, they're prone to fail. So I want to talk about some of the lifter types that are out there, and then some of the problems that we've seen. So our favorite lifter, of course, this is a genuine USA-made Delphi lifter, also sold as a LS7. Great lifter, very affordable. It's just a really great piece. This is a Eaton made lifter. It's made in North America, but not in the United States. And it's a decent lifter. We don't like it quite as well as the Delphi. It doesn't seem to be as consistent in terms of noise. They tend to get a little bit more noise with those. And then these other two lifters are actually knockoffs that come from internationally. When you look at the Delphi, you can see the oil hole is in line with the axle, and this knockoff is very similar made, and same with the Eaton lifter. You can see the knockoff lifter looks extremely similar, so it's easy for people to get duped on these lifters. The other thing I'd like to talk about is lifter trays. So it's very important that you replace your trays when you put new lifters in an engine, because it's the lifter tray's job to hold the lifter straight. If that lifter can move at all, it's going to have a short life. When you look at this new tray, it obviously fits significantly tighter than this used tray. So always use new trays. They're cheap. The other thing that we see, this is actually a lifter tray out of a DoD AFM engine. So you can see on this side, if you happen to use this with a standard lifter, these lifters fail really quickly. You'll have 8 lifters fail right away. So we've seen that mistake a couple of times. The other thing that I wanted to bring up, I love the Chevrolet LSX blocks, but the lifter trays that they include with them seem to be very problematic. They don't seem to be rigid enough to hold the lifter straight enough to not have problems. So we're not a fan of these, and LSX blocks. We suggest everyone use tie bar lifters.